All right, welcome to the Joshua Cassady Show, Episode 1 podcast. I'm your host, Joshua Cassady. This is Derek Miller, my pastor, my everything. Buddy, bestie, old teach. So right off the bat, what this is pretty much about, long story short, because I realize I don't want to cut anything. I just want to talk.
This is raw.
And upload it to YouTube. If I mess up, whatever. Mainly, I want to talk about anything and everything. Current events, news, politics. I love movies, a bunch of movie reviews, and just, you know, what's on people's hearts, how different people see the world, how different people create, how it just fascinates me. And what we're going to talk about today is how different people create different things. Just funny stories in general. If something happens, I mean, it's really just everything. But the main thing I hope you get out of this podcast is to laugh. That's the major goal, is to laugh, just to, wherever you're driving or working out, where you can just listen to an easygoing podcast and just laugh with us. And social media, I think I am going to do it.
Okay. Another
YouTube channel, another Twitter, whatever, just for the podcast. So, because that's what I'm going to do. So, right off the bat,
I'd just like to start by turning to the book of Acts. I'm just kidding. I was thinking the whole time you were talking, I was like, what will make people laugh? And I think, I'm glad you're doing a YouTube channel, another one, because our hairstyles will make people laugh.
Oh my gosh.
And so they can see.
I'm not editing this. That's the only reason.
What's happening. My wife's a hairstylist.
Dude,
you knew that.
You look like a tiny Neil Diamond before he got big.
Sweet Caroline, ba, 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 right?
Dude, yeah, the way you
So, I'm trying to tuck this behind my ears because
don't do that.
I don't know where else it can go.
Well, hopefully, I mean, they're going to be listening to it mainly.
Right. So that's good and bad. They won't see.
But then they'll go to the YouTube channel.
And they'll see.
I guess I'm just going to call it the Joshua Cassady Show, and then we'll have the whatever.
Or we could trick them by sending them to the YouTube channel only to listen to the audio again.
That would be terrible.
That would be awesome.
With just our face. I don't know if the thumbnail is just going to be like a selfie.
Yes.
It's just like us, and that's each episode. I think that's what we'll do.
Okay.
I think that you saw this.
I saw.
But I want to ask you.
A note.
Oh, also, I want to do a bracket.
Okay.
I'll save that for later.
Okay.
The bracket.
I'm nervous.
Each guest is going to pick.
Okay.
It's going to be. I don't know the name of the bracket.
Okay.
And I'll leave it up to the audience. And I really don't have a name for it.
Submit names.
But I don't even know if you know about it. I heard this. I'm actually stealing this from a radio show I used to listen to like 12 years ago. They did this bracket.
Okay.
I think it's called like the baddest man on the planet, or the dude, bro. If you're on a desert island and you need a guy.
Who do you want with you?
Who do you the baddest? Like the baddest man. And if we want to make it biblical, whoever is the winner will be our spiritual father for that month. Or
can we make it anybody from Bible or normal history?
Yes, and they're going to fight each other in a jar. So like Moses versus Joshua in a jar fight. Who would?
That's terrible.
Not really, but
he's like, you're going to take over for me, right?
Old Testament, New Testament. Man, maybe I should do two brackets, like biblical one and a real
world. I mean, not that the Bible is not real world, just like the biblical and non-biblical.
Well, if you say biblical, I pick Jesus. He's going to win.
He wins.
So you can't do that. I actually really thought about that. All these different names. I'm like, no, I just want to open it up to, like, it could be anybody. But we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We'll save that for later. I don't even know my pick. Okay. I think I'll save my pick for the last. And every guest will pick one, and then the end. I've
already got a name in my mind, but it's not biblical.
Yeah, it's not. It's total.
I was thinking not biblical whenever you started talking.
It is not biblical.
Okay.
So
I got a guy.
Pop culture or athlete or whatever. Like,
that could be fun.
It could be anything. Any one of those dudes. It could be based off of, well, in his real life, or like, no, I picked this dude because of what he's done. just the stuff he's been in, the accomplishments. Like, I already think I have one too, and he might win.
I mean, you don't know who I have.
Well, I hope you don't pick who I have, because just talking about it right now, I already think that I know who's going to win.
Like the whole overall?
I think
the
so.
Whole bracket?
Yeah, I think so.
And you're gonna pick the guy first.
Well, I'm gonna pick last.
But if it's a bracket, like you have to show you need artwork in the show notes, in the comments. You're gonna have to put this bracket up every week.
Well, maybe I could draw a picture and show it.
Oh, are you doing it by vote? Like the audience votes who wins?
Once the bracket's complete. So you'll pick one person.
So we're just basically uploading the bracket every week. We add a name or two names.
It will be
or one name.
Yeah, so once you'll pick your guy and so it'll be one name on the chart. The best of, whatever, 16 or whatever people.
It's
and so it will fill up. But I'll tell you off camera.
16 or 32?
I'll tell you off camera. I don't know. I think 16, because I don't know if I can get 32 yet. So it'll probably be 16.
Let's do bracket.
All right,
4.
I'll tell you off camera. I'll tell you, or maybe we'll film something like this is my pick,
okay,
and we'll keep it silent to the end.
Okay.
So if the outcome,
then we'll unveil it.
Yeah, like I picked this person at the end.
Okay.
So that's later on. You'll reveal your pick, but right off the bat,
oh my god,
I want to ask you, because like every pastor has.
This is G-rated. Right?
This is G-rated.
Okay,
I'm not gonna be like,
totally
hey, pick. I'm not gonna do that. But if you had to go, like, different pastors have different things. Like, would you want to be called one of these names? Or you have to choose which one you have to be called. You got pastor, right? You can't pick pastor. You got apostle. You can't pick that one. Bishop, reverend. You can't pick that. You have to pick one of these, though. All right?
I have a friend that I call every time I see him. I go, hello, Reverend. I've introduced him in front of the church congregation as a reverend, because he is. But it's like a joke between us. But I love him.
Oh my gosh, Reverend. That just sounds like.
But it's very like astute and formal.
It's like a chess piece, like
the bishop.
Yeah, the bishop.
The bishop.
What I'm about to say?
Wait, I have to pick one of these, or you're about to unveil?
I'm about to say some. You can't pick those.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, so I found this on a website.
I don't know if I'm ready for this.
I'm sure if you've seen the website, you know what I'm about to say. It's Laugh of Church or Church of Laugh or whatever it is. Have you seen this? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Then? Okay, so they said title of certain preachers, and they said pastor, brother, apostle, and then another group of preachers. Okay, the first one is, what's up, His Grace the Ark, or Junior God.
No, that's
Third,
a little too far.
Vice Jesus, Principal Chief, Bulldozer, New Moses, Spider Bishop, Repented Judas.
Repentant Judas? Spider what?
Spider Bishop.
Spider Bishop.
New Moses.
No.
Bomb Specialist. I Am That I Am.
A lot of these make me feel like I'm about to equate myself with the Lord, and I can't do that.
Man.
But I can go Spider Bishop.
I think
Does that mean like half Spider-Man?
I don't know
bishop?
what it is.
I think it does.
I think they said they're like.
When Max sees this, he's gonna be like, "You should have chosen Spider Bishop."
Man, I like Repented Judas.
I like Bomb Specialist. What's Bomb Specialist about?
I don't know.
Like, is that supposed to be some kind of church tie?
I don't know what they are.
Floating around.
Yeah, my contact. But man, I thought that was so funny, because I know some pastors are like, "No, don't call me Reverend." I don't even understand what that is. It's just another.
It's an old school name. An old school name for preacher.
But then they had these
they
other.
They used to call
ones.
people preacher back in the day.
Preacher? Hey, preacher.
Yeah, like when you saw somebody around town, hi preacher. Hi
Reverend.
There's Reverend Miller. There's Reverend Cassady.
Oh my gosh,
dude, it's hot in here.
Dude, it is hot.
I'm turning the air down. Okay. Can y'all wait for just a second?
Yeah, I'm not cutting this out.
Keep talking.
So.
All right, we're doing this.
If you're just finding this, or you know of my other channel, whatever, I also have a YouTube channel, just Joshua Cassady. A lot of vlogs on there, but also I'm trying to make.
Is this a sponsorship show?
Oh yeah, I wish I could get sponsored by Bang, the drink that your son always wants.
I'm not gonna get that kid.
Dude,
Bang.
he took my drink the other day.
Stop it.
And I'm like, dude, please.
I'm gonna sue you.
I really. He took it. I'm like, and I was doing something in the media room.
I'm getting it.
And Pierce, I'm sorry.
I'm texting him.
I'm like, what the heck, man? They're like, your parents will kill me. I'm like, what if your heart explodes by drinking this?
I drank Rock Stars for like a while, like a year. And I thought my heart was going to explode. And then the Holy Ghost one day was like, you better cut it out.
I used to drink this one back in 2004 called Sobe No Fear. It's like discontinued. I think that it's like, I don't know if people died. I don't want to look it up. But I used to drink like 4 of those a day, man.
Dude, how much was that?
Like $1.99 or something.
That's like $10 a day.
This is like 15 years ago or whatever. How far ago? 2004. A long time ago.
That's 15 years ago.
Yeah. And it was amazing. It was like one of the first
right
ones.
after I was born.
Oh, yeah. I believe you.
That was a joke.
But Bang is supposed to be, like, healthier. I don't know. That's probably a lie. So, along with the other YouTube channel of making vlogs, I also am trying to get better at making, like, movies. And I believe that you was an actor in my movie that we did.
I believe I recall that.
And
that was really fun, man.
This is going to segue into, like, just how people create. But, man, that was, like...
So the whole thing was that we shot a short film, 3-minute film, on 2 iPhones using... Pierce tried to FaceTime me just now. I told him don't drink Josh's Bang. So we use these lenses called Moment lenses. They're amazing. And hey, he's playing Fortnite.
Why do you young kids FaceTime people who don't even look at the... I don't understand. Okay, Derek's son is just calling on FaceTime. How old is Pierce? 12?
He's almost 14.
14? Sorry.
Call me later. I love you.
I did not drink your Bang.
You took it.
I took it. I didn't drink it.
Like, even, like, I don't understand if it's the age thing where, like, people just FaceTime, but they don't even look at the phone. Like, they'll be like...
He's gaming, dude.
Dude, you look like...
Do your homework. Come on, man. Cook dinner.
I didn't drink his
Go
Bang.
in the yard or something and do something.
Hey, we are live...
We're on a podcast
right now. Podcasting. Is that a word?
Hey,
yeah, that's a
you
verb.
texted me.
We're podcasting. I just want to tell you I love you.
No, you said you drank it. I drank his Bang. I didn't drink his Bang.
You took it, and I did not see you for a moment, so you might have, like, founted it in your mouth.
I didn't.
Okay, good. All right, I got to go. Do your homework.
Nerd.
Bye.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
So what we did was we shot a short film on 2 iPhones, which is really cool. I had a blast. That was so fun. Like, it was really uncomfortable for me because you wanted me to act, and I'm not a very good actor.
Dude, you did great, man.
But it was fun. And my wife was in it too.
Yes. She did great too. Both of y'all did amazing. Like, as far as, like, never...
She was all dramatic.
Acting, or just very minor things. I don't know what y'all did. I know you did the play last year.
And you directed.
Yeah.
And acted.
I was a crazy guy with...
And pulled focus.
Man, after doing that, that really helped me, like, grow in, like, just, like, different shots, different angles, different creative ideas, and it just fascinates me. Like, so if you don't know, I'm a videographer for Christ for the Nations, and I work with a bunch of other videographers, and I know tons of people that don't go to that school that are videographers, and, like, it's just amazing to me how each person will take something and then create their own little thing, and then I think you said the word is subjective. Like in your class that I judged your your finals in, your students. It just blows my mind how everybody will see something and have their own take on it. And I was listening to this video. It was like Quentin Tarantino, homeboy from, what's his name? I just said it. Oh, Ridley Scott, Alejandro Gonzalez. Alejandro Gonzalez did
Reverend.
The Reverend and Birdman. Quentin Tarantino, everybody knows him. Django Unchained, Pulp Fiction. Ridley Scott, of course, Alien. And the guy was like, if you could, and there was like 4 other people, I don't know.
It was like a panel discussion.
It was like a table panel thing. And a guy asked the question, if you could take one moment in cinema, if the nukes went off and you had a chance to capture one moment in cinema, what would it be? And this dude was like, well, I would take the scene from 2001, The Space Odyssey, where the beginning of the monkey hitting the bone. I'm like, what, dude? Out of everything?
I don't even understand that scene.
I've never seen the movie. I watched it on YouTube, and it's literally a monkey hitting the bone, and then it goes into space. Boom.
It's like, did you hear my stomach?
Yeah, it was
It's
awful.
like, I'm hungry.
We should have ate tacos.
Should have eaten tacos. I said that before you started. We should have gotten tacos, but that's okay. Next time.
Like the artsy fartsy
I
thing.
just made myself the co-host.
What? Well, I don't even know what I am.
I'm just kidding.
You're fired. You won't be here
I'm
next
done.
year.
I'll see you next time.
I'm not
We're
even gonna
out.
let you reveal
We're
your
out.
bracket. But it really fascinates me. I don't know if it fascinates anybody else. But
I love that because I'm just like a fan of visual arts, I guess. Like, I didn't grow up as a kid watching tons of movies. I grew up watching kind of the big ones like Star Wars and
Yeah.
Star Trek and those kind of things, and Star everything. And
Yeah.
Star.
Sci-fi movies.
Yeah, I like sci-fi, but I also liked all kinds of other stuff like Goonies and that kind of stuff. But like now, as a middle-aged guy, I love seeing certain things and why they're done in movies. Like I'll tell my wife, "Oh, did you see that? Did you see how they did that? Did you see that shot?
Yeah.
How this looked like that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I saw that." It just fascinates me to know that like that's a big part of the story, even an angle or how much of the background scene you can see or can't see, or the lighting hit that particular part over there so we could kind of see that, and so that feeds into the story. I love seeing all that. Like I think through movies now because of some of what I teach, and I'm not like an expert or anything. I just love that visual aspect of storytelling. Well, we talked about it in those reviews last week.
Yes.
And how much you can do, even with an iPhone, how much you can tell of a story just visually. I love that. Is that deep? Is that too deep?
No, it just really, it makes me like everybody has a different opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a story. I went to acting school in 2006 to 2008, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's 2000, I think it's 2007. And these are all, these guys, not prestigious actors. Sorry, guys, not back then.
Edit.
If you're listening to this, not editing that. Where everybody was talking about their favorite movie for 2007.
Mm-hmm.
The year just started. I remember not really anything came out. I don't remember the month or whatever. But some time has passed and everybody was like talking about their favorite movie. And I just saw...
you told me this story.
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
I just saw the animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie.
No. You didn't tell me this.
It was like 2007 or something. TMNT. Dude, it was amazing. I watched the movie with my friends, and I was like, me and two guys were in the theater surrounded by... The phone's supposed to be on silent, Derek.
It was.
Jeez.
Somebody's at my front
Spider
door.
Bishop, goodness.
It's bomb specialist, actually.
Repented Judas. And it was literally me and two other guys surrounded by like 5-year-olds and 7-year-olds, and I was like, yeah. And in the class, like the next day, I was like, dude, the best movie of the year is TMT animated, bro. Man, everybody was so mad at me. My friend James, he came up to me like, he's from England. I'm gonna do a really bad English impersonation, but he's like, Josh, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Shut up. You're in acting school, and you're saying a cartoon is better than anything. I'm like, dude, it was, man. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything.
What came out in 2007?
I don't know that movie. Dark Knight was 2008, I think. But I don't
Pretty good.
know. I don't know. I mean, I should know a bunch of movies, but like, I haven't really watched. I just watched the major ones.
Like Avengers.
Yeah, no spoilers. Are you seeing that?
I haven't seen it. My kids are seeing it right now.
Pierce is playing.
Well, they're
He's
about
not
to go
seeing
see it right now or something.
Dude, why are you? My watch is dead. I'm like
It's a
wearing
fashion
this
accessory.
Apple Watch.
Don't drop it.
Your family's seeing Avengers and you're in this doing this podcast.
I had already planned this. My wife didn't know I had planned this. She didn't get it. She didn't look on her calendar.
Oh my gosh, Derek!
Time, but I'll see it.
Dude, your family is seeing this.
Thursday night is family night, and maybe I'll go.
Oh my! By yourself? Dude, that's terrible. I did not know that for real.
Can I circle back around to tacos? We should have gotten tacos.
Yes,
tonight.
Uber Eats.
Okay.
I feel terrible.
No.
This is live.
They may have decided not to go because
Dad is with Joshua on the stupid Joshua Cassady show.
Nope. It's gonna be.
Should
This
be called
thing's
the
gonna be
Jesus
great.
Show.
This is gonna be great.
Oh my gosh.
Creativity.
Creativity.
Let's circle back.
Dude, oh my goodness. Okay.
I don't know that they're doing that. He's at home.
Well,
so
not
it's
anymore,
probably
because
good.
Dad's not going to be there. That's awful. Okay, well, this wasn't on my little notes. I don't even care about these notes anymore. But when I talk about, besides Endgame, which when you see it, you're going to be like, dude, and I'm not going to spoil anything.
Don't tell me anything.
That's one of the podcast episodes is Avengers. I'm going to spoil everything in that one.
Okay.
But I talk about like Star Wars.
All right.
And we have the originals, which were amazing. We have the Jar Jar Binks era, which was terrible. Return of the Jedi. No. Which Revenge of the Sith. That was probably the best out of that.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty good.
And then we have the newer ones, which they're good. I like them, but they're not 10 out of 10 ballpark.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff in there where you're like, wow, okay, I guess.
But
why?
did you see Solo? And
I did not like
One?
Solo.
About Rogue One?
I love Rogue One.
Rogue One was cool.
Solo
I liked. I didn't love it. I liked it.
I didn't like the actor. I just was like...
I liked him okay.
I thought
he's not going to make my man bracket.
Okay, thank God, because you need a solid choice. I think I know who you're going to pick, too. He might be my number one. Okay.
We're going to get there.
If you say... I'm going to type it here.
Okay.
And then so you know that I'm typing it right. Oh, failed note. I'm going to type it right here. I almost said it. Why is it not letting me type this?
What is wrong with you?
Dude, this is the demons in the computer, brother. Let me just... No, look at my notes.
I didn't see your notes.
Why are you looking at my notes?
Relax, man. I got you these
failed
flowers.
to update. There's been errors syncing. Oh my gosh, I didn't pay my thing. How country am I?
Tell me about your shirt first.
This is the reason why before this okay, I'm wearing this for those
This is supposed to be audio only and now it's video.
Yeah,
and he's trapped in this shirt for the first podcast.
Yeah, it says...
And not that it's a bad shirt, it's just that...
It's super it says Texas across my body, but then there's
and it has
this,
rifles over here.
Like I'm in the Civil War or something with this American flag.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're not going to do video. I don't care what I look like.
Okay.
How come you're not wearing your jacket?
I left it right here. I brought it here. I can put it on.
No, don't put it on.
Are you sure?
Yeah, make me look even worse.
My wallet's in there.
You look great.
Okay. Well, thanks.
Well, I'm going to type it right here.
Okay, type it right there and then let me take a peek. And then the question is now, what if that is not mine and it's better than mine? Can I steal it?
No, because you're saying it here. They're not going to know my choice.
That's true.
So I typed it in. It's on my phone. I'm going to put my phone right here. Oh, gosh. I thought you were about to say it.
I'm going to see it.
Okay, so the whole thing with the Star Wars movies and all that stuff, the reason why I bring that up is because I think that the Avengers, all 22 movies, I think is
22?
Yeah, man. I think. All of them.
Dude, I didn't know there were 22 of
There's
them.
a lot. It's been
I must have missed a bunch
like 11
of them.
years. Like
Captain Marvel.
Marvel was terrible.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool.
You liked it?
I thought it was all right.
No, man.
I think usually I fall asleep in movies, but I didn't in that one. It was okay. I see what you're saying.
She didn't have a struggle. Like when you saw the okay, I'm gonna spoil
that was like
this.
it was a mental struggle.
But it was lame. She was already powerful right from the get-go.
Right.
And when you see Judas, what's his name? The Judas, what's his name? Jude Law.
Repentant
Jude Law.
Judas.
Yeah, repented Judas. Jude Law. You already know he's a bad guy. Like, okay, that guy looks like a crappy person. I wish that they would have they should have started off like it was Top Gun. Mm-hmm. Like her and the home chick.
One of the best movies of all time.
I saw something, oh my gosh, I keep segueing. I saw something with Quentin Tarantino talking about, I won't say that. That's after camera.
Don't say it. Is it going to make me mad?
Well, I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it.
Top Gun is...
Just Google, I don't want to talk about it, but if you want to Google Quentin Tarantino talking about Top Gun, and that's what he said. I don't know if I
should watch that.
Don't watch that.
Is it uplifting?
It's... Is it edifying?
Is Pulp Fiction edifying?
Oh my gosh. Well, David cut off Goliath's head.
That's true.
I mean, that was
That's
super
true.
gory. Can you
That's
imagine
true.
making a Quentin Tarantino movie about David and Goliath? Probably be David and Home Chick, really graphic. I mean, that Bible, okay, I'm going off of like all these different things.
Yeah.
My brain just exploded in different directions.
Got a lot of ideas.
Ideas. This is so creative too. I want to make a movie. I want to.
You gotta jot down your ideas
I'm
as
gonna
you
start
go.
like live. Oh, I haven't synced my. No.
Here, do you want me to look at your phone?
No, don't. I feel like the podcast, the people that are just listening to it, like, what is happening?
What is happening?
So right now, if you're listening, I'm trying to type on my computer, and it's like this giving me this note. My Evernote's like not synced. It's not letting me type. Okay, great.
That's because you didn't pay your bill.
I got two things we're talking about. We're talking about sagas. I think that Marvel is the best saga of all time, first of all. Captain Marvel I thought was terrible because I felt like there was no bad guy. Yeah, there's the Switch, but I felt like she was always powerful the whole movie. I know it's like just a little intricate movie that needed to be in there so you could watch Endgame or whatever.
But she glowed in the end.
That's what makes it terrible. Man, I wish that they would have made her like a Top Gun, like she's struggling to be like rip off Top Gun, and then in the middle of the fight with the Russians or whatever,
Like make her kind of like the unexpected hero.
Like she's not the best, or she's about to drop out, or I don't know. Give her a weakness. Every other Marvel character battled with something. Captain America battled. He was, at the beginning.
So we're talking like
everything. I'm just talking about
Captain Marvel, all the Iron Mans,
all of them. I think
Ant-Man.
In the whole 22 movies is called the Infinity Saga.
Okay.
So I'm saying
So I missed a few.
You missed a lot.
Yeah, bro.
I think that if you put that saga against Star Wars, I think that Marvel wins.
I don't even understand it.
Which one?
I can't wrap my head around what's going on with all what's going on with all that.
Well, do you understand what's happening with Star Wars?
Sort of.
I mean, but there's so much going on there.
But I grew up watching that.
Yeah, but there's a new generation watching this, and I only got into Star Wars when I was in high school. I didn't grow up watching it. I know.
Terrible.
I know. My mom.
What's your favorite of the first three?
Oh, because
those are good.
Empire. Yeah, Empire.
Hoth.
It was amazing.
Snow.
The first one's, okay. It's the first one's great. The Empire Strikes Back. No, Return of the Jedi. The Ewoks kill it for me.
I have an Ewok at my house, don't I?
Do you the dog?
Izzy.
Oh yeah.
She's an Ewok.
Do you like the Ewoks? I think Joel likes
I like
Ewoks.
him okay.
Is he the Ewok guy?
I just like those speeders that they're speeding through the forest on. Those are so cool.
Yeah, but
we're off topic.
I don't know. We're creative. I was talking about this to several people, and when I say, okay, what is your favorite movie of all time? Like go ahead. What's your favorite movie of all time? If you had to watch one movie forever,
Promise Not to Laugh.
Let me try to guess what it is.
TMNT. No, I'm just kidding.
What is it?
TMNT.
TMNT. Oh, I thought you said DMT at first. I'm like, this is the wrong podcast.
No, TMZ.
TMZ. What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time?
Yes.
Is Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Really?
Cheesy
the first
as it
one?
is. Cheesy
the
as
first
it is.
one?
Yep.
Dude.
Cheesy as it is.
Why the first
because
one?
that stuck in me. Like I wanted to be that dude when I was a kid. Like that really framed what I want to be. I studied history in college.
Really?
So I could go major somewhere else in archaeology. I studied history. And I wanted to be that dude. I wanted to travel and like explore and study and do all that stuff. And I know that like a lot of people think that's kind of cheesy and all, but like that is one of very few movies where if it's on like network TV or Prime or Hulu or something, I will watch it again. And I know the lines and a lot of them are cheesy but like just the thought of it of the power behind it. And what's funny is a lot of it, like in the first one's it's very biblically based stuff.
I love that movie too, but man, I think that's the weakest out of the three though.
Don't ever ever say that again. Ever. Number 2 is the weakest.
No, it's not. That's the best one.
The cheesiest one. Dude.
No, it's not. That dude's ripping hearts out of people's body.
I know. I had to shield Max's eyes from it the other night.
That is
I was like, Max, look over here for a second while he rips that guy's heart out.
Dude, someone was telling me if you listen to it, that guy is saying the God of the Hebrews will fail or something.
Really?
I don't know. Someone said that.
Conspiracy theory?
No, it's like he says that before. But anyways, that's the best one.
No. Wrong.
Dude, Short Round?
With all the enslaved children mining and all that?
Yes.
In Short Round?
Dude, Short Round, man. Dr. Jones, I love you.
And remember when he first, the whole entry part of the movie when they're running from that dude, and he goes...
What?
And you know that's Steven Spielberg's wife?
The blonde chick?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He married her after that movie was made.
What?
What's her name?
I don't know. Mrs. Spielberg?
Mrs. Spielberg? I think that's her name, if I recall. Dude, that's the weakest one.
No, it's not, man. That made...
What's wrong with you?
I cried in that movie. You know what part I cried? I cried when he's like, oh...
When those guys fall off the side of the mountain and the alligators eat him, they're like... And there's a towel. They threw a towel in the water and the alligator just... That's so cheesy, dude. It's so cheesy.
No, I laughed when... No, when she couldn't eat any food. That's where I cried. There's the monkey brains. Oh, give her some food. Dude.
It's like, it's a delicacy.
The Beatles. Oh, that's the best.
They have a great... No, dude.
The part I cried is where Harrison Ford or Dr. Jones is...
Please refer to him as Dr. Jones always.
He's
Indy.
He's
no,
possessed.
You can't use Indy.
Indy.
Nope.
Yes, dude. I could say Indy.
No, because you're not giving credit where credit's due. Raiders of the Lost Ark, #1 winner.
Okay, if you're listening to this,
you vote, and
this is a mini bracket.
I guarantee.
Episode 1,
right
mini
now,
bracket. All the Indiana Joneses.
I'll buy you a taco if I lose. Raiders of the Lost Ark, #1, guaranteed.
Temple of Doom.
Nope.
You know what's #2? If
#2 for me, Holy Grail.
Holy Grail! Oh my gosh!
And then Temple of Doom.
Oh.
And Crystal Skull.
What about the Last Crusade?
That's what I mean. Last Crusade.
That's okay.
That's what I meant.
But listen.
But then Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Dude,
come on, dude. What is that? What is happening?
Dude,
my wife is disappointed, and she's not even a fan.
Dude,
she's like, this is not
the relationship
good.
with Short Round and Indy, man.
Yeah. I looked up Short Round the other day.
Just to see what he's doing?
Yeah.
Is he in like in the
He's
new...
like my age and he's just doing nothing. Like he went to college or something.
Oh man. I hope he's...
I mean, no offense. I'm sure he's doing something...
Yeah.
Great.
Just not with Indiana Jones anymore.
Right.
Dude, the part where I cried is where he's like possessed by the voodoo blood and he's like, Indy, I love you. And he like smacks him. Oh God, he's Short Round.
Hey, you know what?
That's the best, man. And the #2 is The Last Crusade with Sean Connery, man. The whole last... That's the best. That's more biblical than the first one.
Than the Lost Ark of the Covenant with the 10 Commandments inside of it.
Yeah, but that's Old Testament, man. This third one is New Testament. Walk by faith, man. Come on.
You know me.
Oh, I'm gonna start calling you OT.
I feel you.
What's up, OT?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You bring it. Bring that home.
I am so shocked that
I'm disappointed.
No, you're not.
And you. I really am.
Harrison Ford, if you're watching this, please comment below.
Please vote. Please settle this.
Is that your choice? Is that your choice for the man, Harrison Ford?
Am I supposed to unveil it right now?
Do it right now.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, Harrison Ford!
It's Harrison Ford.
It's Harrison Ford!
If I was stuck on an island, Indiana Jones, I want Indiana Jones with me. Are you kidding with that bullwhip?
Oh, I got a cramp in my leg.
What about the dude in Raiders of the Lost Ark that brings out that big sword?
Yeah, and he shoots him. Yeah, that's the best. Okay.
That's so great. That's like cinematic irony.
Yes, it is.
Love it.
But how many awesome parts of that movie? Okay, where everybody gets vaporized.
But it gets so much cheesier to me in Temple of Doom.
Why? He's
just does.
ripping hearts out.
I mean, yeah.
That dude was terrifying.
Corny,
I don't even. Who's the bad guy in the first one?
There's
the guy
a bunch
with the
of
glasses.
Yeah.
Of the Nazis.
Yes, Belloc, the French archaeologist.
Man, I remember watching that movie and I was like, ugh.
And it's not a physical struggle; it's an intellectual struggle.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, comment. You know, I'm right.
I do.
I'm
gonna
sway you.
No, you're not. No, you're not. So that's the movie you're picking for your all-time.
That's my all-time favorite.
I just don't know what to say.
I have it on VHS, bro.
What's the one before that?
I have it on Laserdisc. Google Laserdisc.
I don't even know what that is. I was gonna say, what is Betamax?
Betamax.
Is that the one before VHS?
This is before
like
Laserdisc.
the tiny cassettes?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it, man.
Dude.
Even the third one, man. That was so awesome.
We need to Google
what?
fan ratings of the Indiana.
Okay, we're gonna do that right. Yes, I'm so glad you said that.
Because
what, Rotten Tomatoes, or are they too?
No.
Is that
Like
the
we
one?
gotta have. It has to be an outside website of where people, put them in a tier.
IMDb?
First, second, third.
I don't know.
No, just Google. Go to Google and say, which is the best Indiana Jones movie?
Okay.
And then we'll see.
What?
Because the internet is always
best?
true, right?
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. So
what is
we'll
the
find
best
out.
Indiana Jones? Oh, it's right here. It's already been discovered. Number 1, Temple of Doom, baby.
No.
Temple of Doom. Number 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That's false.
Look.
What source is that? IMDb. That's junk.
IMDb is the main
That's
source.
not reputable.
I was right.
That's not reputable.
Number 3, Last Crusade. Number
That's
4,
terrible.
Crystal Skull.
Wait. What is 7.6 and 8.5?
I don't know. It says it right here. Best to worst ranked Indiana Jones
let's go
movie.
there. We're going there.
Dude, I felt the spirit.
Look. 8.5 stars versus 7.6. How do they understand? How does that make any Metascore 85 versus 57?
But why
what is happening?
It says number 1 up here though. I don't
Wait, hold on. Look how much money it made. Bam, in your face. $250 million worldwide.
That doesn't mean nothing. This is the people's vote.
Right. The people voted with their pocketbooks. They won't go see a cheesy movie. They go see Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I am stunned and shocked and
no editing.
I'm not editing anything. I'm gonna upload this right.
And when you comment, we're gonna. Somebody owes one of the other a taco.
But how many people,
the first vote for Raiders. No. That wins.
No. That is terrible.
That's ridiculous that they put Temple of Doom first when Raiders had better fan ratings and made more money.
No one even.
Look, this podcast is about to go bad if we don't switch subjects. My blood pressure's getting higher. Oh my
gosh! I'm just sad.
I feel bad for you.
Oh my! I'm really shocked. Okay, moving forward. Oh my gosh! I can't though. My all-time favorite movie.
Okay.
Forrest Gump.
What? Are you kidding me?
That's the cinematic masterpiece.
Bubba Gump.
It has a restaurant. Does Indiana Jones have a restaurant?
Yeah, it's called Planet Hollywood or whatever.
No,
and they've got Indy's whip in a glass case.
Dude, Forrest Gump is a masterpiece.
Forrest Gump. I watched it once.
Once?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie is amazing from beginning to end. The story, the characters.
I can't even remember the story.
You can't remember Forrest Gump?
I remember Run, Forrest, Run.
Lock the box of chocolates.
I remember that.
Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, I remember he played ping pong.
Yeah, he played ping pong. He met all the presidents. He met Elvis. All of Forrest Gump. Jenny, Lieutenant Bubba. Man, do you remember Lieutenant Dan?
Sort of.
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. He got his legs blown off.
Yep.
Funny story. This is a 100% true story. I swear. If you watch my YouTube or know my story, you know my testimony, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into it. But what happened was in 2000, I'm not going to get into it. What happened is, I'm going to get into it. 2008, long story short, I fell 3 stories out of a fire escape, and I shattered my pelvic bone into 3 chunks.
Okay.
This is 100% true. The first thought I had when I was falling was, I'm falling, right? I hit the ground.
Understand.
I grabbed my hat. I put it on my head. The next couple thoughts go through my mind were 3 Forrest Gump quotes.
Really?
Yes, I swear. I fell as I was falling 3 stories. I said in my head, I'm falling. I hit the ground, unimaginable pain. Shattered pelvic bone, 3 chunks. I grabbed my hat. The first 3 thoughts that enter my mind, because I couldn't move my legs. I grabbed my legs and I couldn't move my legs, and I was like, Lieutenant Dan, I screamed, Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. But Lieutenant Dan, dude, those are the 3, and then I cried.
Was it already your favorite movie?
Yeah. And the next thing I said, I grabbed my legs. I'm like, oh my God, I'm Lieutenant Dan.
A traumatic experience brought that to the surface.
What?
I'm just trying to.
But
process.
that, like, seriously, like, it sounds like a comedy bit that I made up to make people laugh, but that is a true story. I don't know why.
That is weird.
I hit the ground, I reached for my hat, and then Lieutenant Dan, I screamed, Lieutenant Dan, you got magic legs. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. And I seriously grabbed my legs, and the 4th thing was, oh my God, I'm Lieutenant Dan, because I couldn't move my legs.
Dude.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I bet.
So that's my favorite movie.
Well, I can understand that.
But Tom Hanks is not my pick.
I would say no on that. I would say I win already.
That would be the most terrible thing. I know we're rambling on.
You're like, the dude from Big is in the jar with Indiana Jones.
Wait a minute, didn't Tom Hanks do... Okay, what about Apollo 13? I can't think... Castaway, yeah, that's a terrible pick. Sorry, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise not on there either.
Hey.
No,
Does his own stunts.
He's really like 4'5".
But he does his own stunts.
Man, Scientology sees this video, they're coming after us.
Dude, it's over.
That's another... Oh my gosh. I was going to go somewhere with favorite movie, because I know we're going to wrap this sucker up. Forrest Gump. Oh, my brain went blank.
Forrest Gump. I might have to revisit that.
Dude, that's amazing, bro. Dude, I cry every time I watch, like, through the whole movie. That's what I was going to talk about.
Emotions.
Okay. Once again, I went to acting school 2006, 2008. Everybody, there's these 2 kids.
We got it.
I forget that these people, like, I've said it so many times, like what I said in your class.
Your testimony.
Yeah, what I said in your class, like.
Yeah, make it the best.
People are going to hear this for the first time ever, so I'm rushing myself right now because I've said this so many times. So anyways, in acting class, they were talking about what makes you cry. So everybody went around the room and was telling, man, every time my dad says I love you, I cry because I haven't seen him in a year or whatever. One of my best buds, Kyle Beach, I'll never forget this. He's like, man, airports are the saddest and the happiest places, because you're leaving your family and that you're how far you're going to be gone, or you come back, you see him again, and then it gets to me. Do you remember this? I told you this.
I think I do.
They're like, what makes you cry, Josh? I'm like, dude, I cry at really weird things, man. I cried at Nacho Libre, and the room, like, you could just feel the air sucked out of this serious, these thespians trying to be actors, and I say this. And they're like, what the heck is wrong with you, man? I'm like, well, dude, well, first of all, back in the day, I was a drunk. I drank all the time. So I was like probably 16 beers in or something, Joshua BC.
When you said it?
No, when I was watching
when
Nacho.
You were watching it.
And it was the part where the nun shows up, and I was like, oh, man, she's there. And, like, Nacho starts...
He's like, I brought you some toast or whatever.
That's the part.
Max knows all the lines to that movie.
I haven't seen it.
That says what kind of parent I am. I understand that.
Dude,
but
Nacho's awesome.
When Max was real little, we've been in church and ministry for many, many, many years. And Max is 8 now. When he was really little, we drove a lot. Like, we drove around the Metroplex a lot because we were doing stuff in McKinney with church and here. And so Jen always had Nacho Libre. He always wanted to watch Nacho Libre in the car. So he would watch it all the time, and he would say the lines back. And dude, it was the funniest thing you've ever seen.
I don't know why I haven't watched it.
He'd be like,
in
"Get that
forever.
corn out of my face," and he'd say all those lines.
I remember watching it in theaters. It came out like in
We
2006.
should rank Jack Black movies.
Oh man, I want to do a bunch of brackets.
He's funny.
I think man,
Don't disappoint me.
this is a terrible
Saved
movie.
by the Bell.
I can't watch it anymore because it's so bad. Like it's so sexual, but it's Saving Silverman.
I think I saw that maybe once or half of it or something.
I literally have watched that movie.
I think I did see that actually.
I watched it over 50, had to have been over 50, 60 times.
How do you reverse that and unwatch it 50
I
or 60
can't.
times?
That movie makes me laugh. I'm trying to refrain from certain.
I don't think I watched that.
It's him and the guy from American Pie, Jason Biggs.
Yeah,
and Steve Zahn.
I try not to watch anything with that guy in it.
Which one? American? Oh yeah. Well, they're like three best
I have the
friends.
Holy Ghost inside of me.
Man,
I'm just kidding.
turn to 1 Corinthians.
Let's turn to Acts chapter 1.
Okay, to wrap this up, because I think this is over 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And your
It's
time is
45,
precious to
46
me.
minutes.
And I'm sure the kids want to talk about Avengers. And I hope they didn't see it for your sake.
But what we need, what really is concerning me is the Indiana Jones movies. I want to see.
It says right here.
When this is released, that's wrong. When it's released, I want to see what the people say.
Okay, rank your Jack Black movies from worst to best. Rank the Indiana Jones movies.
These people are young. They've probably never even seen Indiana Jones.
You don't know the audience? I don't know my audience.
Tell us about yourself.
Tell us about yourself and your social security number. Just kidding. That's a joke.
Terrible.
Man, I can't. Okay, we're off the Indiana Jones thing because I think that
I'm sorry, that was my bad.
I might have to leave. The church if.
I mean, you know.
For what do you mean? You're supposed to.
I might have to kick you out.
That's terrible. Oh my gosh. I hope your sermon is about.
Run, Forrest.
Your sermon needs to have some kind of Indiana Jones, just like.
What if I brought that whip onto stage?
That would be really.
And like whip somebody. If
it'd probably be me.
They had their phone in there and like.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
So to close it out.
Close it out. Let's bring it home.
I want to talk about
Stout.
your favorite funny church story.
Man, I have.
Because there's a lot of weird
I'm trying
people.
to think of a few.
One of my goals, I want to make an awesome Christian movie that doesn't suck. But I also want to make like a spoof Christian movie where it's just making fun of everybody.
I'm afraid of
and offending everyone.
I'm afraid of somebody seeing this and going, "That's talking about me." So I'm trying to.
Is the story so?
Well, I have a couple, but I've decided that the one that's the funniest to me, it would not be funny for me to explain, because it's just a guy saying something that is so shocking that you're like, I can't believe that guy just said that, and I don't know if I should say it.
Well, don't say it. Don't say it.
Let me think of another one.
This is not mine, but what you said made me think of a time. I was at another church, and I was altar call guy praying for people. This guy came down, and oh my gosh, I was like, dude, Jesus loves you. And I'm like, it looked like he was about to pass out on me. I'm like, dude, you okay, man? And he's like, I just stole or laundered or whatever thousands and thousands of dollars from, and I'm like, oh my God, in my mind,
Pastor?
I'm like, yeah, man, Jesus forgives you. And I'm like, I'm like, dude.
What do you do?
Dude, yes. And afterwards, I spoke to the leaders. I'm like, look, this guy did. I don't know if we got to call the cops, but I am relieving myself of this.
I'm washing my hands of this.
Bless him, forgive him. But this is what he said. So
I can't sleep tonight.
If the cops come to the church and is like, hey, this guy stole millions of dollars. I didn't know what to do. I was like, yeah, the Lord loves you, man.
Weird.
Yes. He was like, he came down. I'm like, dude, Jesus loves you. And it looked like he was about to pass out. And then he finally just told me, I stole thousands of dollars from the company. I'm like, oh, okay. well, dude, if you believe in Jesus, you have the Holy Spirit, and He'll direct you to do the right things. But in my mind, I'm like,
give it
oh my
back.
God.
I gotta get out of here.
I mean, what would you do? Obviously, I killed someone.
You need to give that back. You need to give it back. You know that, right?
I was shocked.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I never saw him again. It was like a special Easter church. So I don't know. It was like a special church service where there was a lot of people that came in. But I was like, oh my gosh.
I have one.
You have one. It's safe.
Yeah, it's pretty safe.
You can just say this person is.
But I gotta bring it back around to how I gotta make it. Can I make it religious? Can I make it?
Yeah.
Can I make it?
No Christianity in this podcast, buddy.
Because so we were having a Sunday morning service, and it was like the first service of a new year.
Okay.
Right? So it wasn't well attended because it was really close to New Year's Day. Understand me? Like a lot of people are sleeping in.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yes. I got you. Yeah.
And so there were not very many people there. And we were like, our church was kind of new and starting up. And there was a lady there that was a first time visitor. And so we were singing, like I was singing, playing worship. It was before I spoke, and I was playing worship on stage, and this guy walked in, and he started like walking around the room in the middle of praise and worship, and so that was a little odd.
Just
so some people are looking around,
a lap and
like basically lapping the whole room, walking.
Yeah.
And so everybody's kind of watching him, like, what's going on? And I'm singing, and I'm watching him, and I'm like, what's going on? Because this is odd. Sometimes stuff like that happens. But then he starts yelling. He starts yelling so loud that I can hear him over the sound system.
Oh.
And I'm singing, and I'm like, this is unusual. And as the pastor, I'm thinking, what's about to happen, and what should I do, right? Because I'm responsible for this house.
Where did he start yelling at? The front or the back? Or did it...
Like in the front, and then he's walking around and he's still yelling and still yelling and coming around.
Was he saying, praise the Lord?
He was saying stuff like Elijah and just unusual stuff. And so I started to get the impression that maybe something's not right with him. Like, is he having, is he struggling with something? Is he... there's something going on. Is he having an anxiety attack? Is he, has he been drinking? I don't know what it was. I just didn't know. And so then he comes down to the very front of the stage, and he gets on his knees, and he starts pounding the steps of the stage like as hard as he can.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy loud.
Dude, is people freaking out?
Yes, like everybody in the whole place is just looking at him. And my wife's on the front row. And we're playing music.
Oh my gosh.
We're in the middle of praise and worship, because that's what we do at our church, is we sing.
Yeah.
To start. And so like I don't know what to do. I'm like,
you're still just...
I'm the pastor, and I'm singing, and I'm playing, and our whole band's playing, and everybody's looking at me, and everybody's looking at him. They're like, what do we need to do? What's going on?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so very calmly, I just stopped singing and took my guitar off and laid it down.
Oh my gosh. Did everybody else keep playing?
Yeah, everybody else kept playing, and I laid my guitar down, and I walked down the stairs, and I picked this guy up, and I walked him down the middle aisle out the front door, and I talked to him and found out what was going on with him, and just talked to him for a few minutes, and there were some other things going on behind the scenes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I just prayed for him, and I said, man, you need to go home and just go to sleep. You need to go to bed. Because everything that's going on right now is just not good.
Yeah.
Like for your health and for your emotions and everything. And the funniest thing about it was, and he did, and it was good. Like, I talked to him later, it was good. And then a buddy of mine that I hadn't seen in a really long time, that had been in the ministry with me, walked in after that. And so he didn't see any of that happen, but everybody else did. And I kept thinking, what just happened? Because it was really like just odd. It was one of those things that you never expect to happen in a church service, but it did. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess
was he under the influence?
We'll say that.
Goodness.
Yeah, he hadn't slept the night before at all, and you couple that with the influence of some other things.
So he just walked into church,
and he just like,
today's the day. Golly.
And so on one hand, it was funny to me because it was like, well, we made it through that. We made it past.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I'm feeling for the guy.
Yeah. Cause
I'm like, man, like you just need to rest, man. You need to take it easy. I'm concerned for you, you know?
Man.
As a pastor, I'm like, man, you need to just take it easy. You're concerning me. So I sent him home, and he made it home, and he rested, and he recovered and all that. But
that's good.
But it was weird because there was like all these emotions.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, you know, it was like, you almost want to do some comic relief because it was so intense for a second. Like, joke around and like, hey, you know, I don't know what just happened, but, you know, I didn't know what to do or what to say.
Yeah,
and then we still had to finish the church service. I still had to speak.
Did you get back up and play? Like,
yeah, I was like, no, we didn't do that day. That was not part of the set. But it was really awkward. And I'm like, well, and then later on that night, I'm like, well, it turned out good, you know. And I could kind of snicker and laugh a little bit. But it was intense, man. Like, it was really intense for about 10 or 15 minutes. And I just kept thinking, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
Dude, oh my gosh.
It was just really weird. And I think the funniest thing about it was, if there was anything funny about it, was that happened in church. And then I thoughts like, Jesus dealt with people like this.
Yeah,
like people going through stuff. Like, just people that were, you know, like in the Bible it talks about people being demon possessed and people that weren't really welcome in church, like prostitutes and tax collectors, and he went out and sought out those people and gave them hope and gave them an answer. And so I thought, you know, the comic relief about that was, I'm glad that happened in church, so I could have the opportunity just to talk to the guy for a second. But in the midst of it, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what is happening?
Yeah.
So I hate to like bring levity to it right now, but it was awkward for me.
Yeah, what do you do?
But it ended great, you know?
You go over there, come out of him, come out!
Yeah, I didn't know what I should do. I'm like, do I address this? Do I just shake it off and move on? And I mean, it was a church service. Man.
Oh, I'm like holding my breath.
And I had no experience in that kind of thing. It was really weird. It was just really, really weird. And I remember that point where I thought, right now, I'm going to have to do something about this.
Yeah.
In front of all these people.
Oh, man.
I'm going to have to do something about this. So I just like real calmly took my guitar off and I just laid it down and walked down. Took the guy out and talked to him, and it ended well.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was really intense and really weird for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think about like, man, because you know, obviously everybody's welcome. You know, it doesn't matter.
Right.
We love you. Come as you are.
Yeah, everybody makes mistakes.
You know,
come as you are.
Yeah, but there's a moment where you're like, man,
I've never dealt with this.
Like, even to go to the other end, like a kid just screaming.
We've had that before too.
And at what point, you know, because we're glad they're learning, they're hearing, but at what point it's like, man, dude, no one else could hear. Not like, I'm not talking about me.
Yeah, right.
Not like a little baby cry.
Most of the time, I just make a joke about that.
Yeah, like, oh, I hear you, or
I'm like, oh, they're enjoying this too, or something.
Yeah, to like everybody relax.
Yeah, right.
But there's some times where it's overpowering, where it's
distracting. Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, what the heck?
Right.
And I've been in those situations too. Like, man, I don't want to be the guy. Yeah, you know, what do you say? I don't. Man, that fascinates me too. Like, what? I mean,
you know, there's a point where at a certain point there has to be order. You know.
Yeah.
Because when the word is being taught, there's got to be an environment where people can receive it. You know.
Yeah.
And so, thankfully, we haven't encountered that too many times. You know, there can be kids are kids. I got kids. I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And I've been at a restaurant where I'm like, I'm so embarrassed. Oh my God, we got to leave. Like, I can't believe this is happening. We got to leave. and in church, sometimes that happens too. But grab your kid and take him out.
Oh, he's fine. He's hearing the word too.
But nobody else can.
Oh man.
That better not be Luke Cassady.
I immediately, as soon as he whimpers, I'm like, oh, nope. I don't know.
Good. Out.
And I don't know anybody that, like, personally, I don't have, like, a picture, like, oh, I'm talking about you. I'm just thinking of all the different, no matter where you're at, a high school play or something.
It always happened to me in a restaurant.
I'm like,
I was
why
so
are you
embarrassed.
thinking?
I was like, why are you screaming and throwing stuff right now? You're a good kid. Why are you doing this to me?
But I have a question, like, why do the parents just let them sit there? It's like you realize that everybody can hear
You
that?
can't spank him now.
Oh, yeah, you get arrested. Dude, I like, that's why it's
That's
like,
a sensitive subject.
that's why you do it behind,
Better
okay.
edit that.
I'll take that out.
Take that out.
So my church story, I know I already told the one with the guy, but the one I was thinking about to tell, which went away because you said something and made me think of that story.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
Okay, this is the last one because I
Promise.
can't believe this is
It's been an
over
hour.
an hour.
Nobody's going to listen to this for an hour.
If you are at this
If you
point
made it to the end
and you hear me saying
and you
this
vote
right
Raiders
now,
of the Lost Ark, you win the golden ticket.
there's no ticket to be given for
Josh
that movie.
has the golden ticket.
I do
Email
not, I have a ticket
Joshua.
for, I don't know the email.
Wait.
I don't know what the email is.
Okay,
gonna
your
be.
story. I'm sorry.
There was, I just think about all the different characters of church. That's what I was saying. I think about all the different characters of church. We're all trying to grow and learn, and people are dealing with stuff and getting better, and that's fine. But the church is the greatest place to meet everybody under one building
Right.
that you may not see. Well, you probably see the same people at Walmart, right? Just kidding. They put me in charge at this church of this prayer team. And I don't want to, I'm not even going to say the church, the people that might be watching this, man. But at this specific place, to be a part of the prayer team or to be the altar people, you had to go through this class.
Okay.
Like a 3-hour class before you're able to do that.
3-hour tour.
I used to watch that movie all
Love
the
that show.
time.
It's not a movie, it's a show.
That is correct.
It's a TV
Didn't they
show.
make a movie?
They did, but it wasn't that good.
So
not like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
we're going to talk about this later.
Yeah, we are.
Because
We're
I'm going to, no, we're not
come
getting back on
We're
that.
coming back around.
I really am going to talk to you about this off camera.
I'm upset
We're going
with
to
you.
sit down and have another talk. So the pastor didn't have me go through this class right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
He just put me as this leadership. Like, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to pray before service. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm,
Well, there was a guy that was a part of the church forever or whatever, and I guess that was his little nook, was to be a part of the prayer team or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
the altar guy. So he was noticing that I didn't go through this special class. So every time he would see me, it's like, hey, you need to take that class. And I'm like, oh, I don't, okay. And I would talk to the pastor. I'm like, look, dude, I'll take the class or whatever. Do you still want me to go up to the altar? He's like, yeah, dude, don't worry about him. And every week he would talk to me about this class. Hey, did you take that class? And he sounded like that. And the dude was like 7 foot tall, very boisterous, loud, guy. And like when you're praying or whatever, everybody's facing the worship team, but he would turn around and put his hands over his chest and just look at everybody. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And so when I would go up there, he would look at me, and then after the church is over, like, hey, did you take that class? Every time. So I would always invite him to the to pray with us. Hey, man, we're about to get started. Do you want to come join? On one day, in front of everybody, and it was like one of those moments where I'm like looking like this is real life. Like you look for the camera. Do you ever do that in your life? Like something
what's happening?
Like you look kind of like you take yourself out of the situation.
There's gotta be a camera
and you
somewhere.
you look at that hidden camera that's not there, and you make a face like, did you see that? Like you're gonna
Like The
watch it in
Office.
heaven one day or something. I'm like, hey man, we're gonna start the prayer meeting. Do you want to join us? And he screams, I pray every day. I'm like, holy crap, what's so wrong with this guy? It was insane. It was like hilarious. I'm like, it was like one of those outer body, like, that just happened.
Was everybody else around you like?
Yeah, it was like
what are you gonna do?
Super crazy.
Like,
I'm
what are you
like,
gonna do,
what's
Josh?
wrong with this guy? Anyways, that's one of many stories with that particular person, but it was like amazing. Like I'll never forget that story.
That's good.
Okay,
I'm glad he called you out.
I hope that he never. I don't think I'm his Facebook friend, Not maybe
Not
someone
yet.
else knows who I'm talking about.
Not yet.
Don't do that. Come on, no one knows. I think about people that do watch all this, and my hair.
No one knows what's wrong. What's going on with your
Dude,
hair?
I always hide it under. I don't know. I'm like in this stage where I just want to grow it out for once, but I'm looking like a troll doll or something.
Like one of those that you put on the end of the pencil and just go like this.
Yeah,
And it goes.
yeah. I look ridiculous, but I just want to grow my hair out once.
Do it, man.
Dude, we did a podcast.
Nobody can tell you what to do.
Not even, well, my wife.
Not even Forrest
Well,
Gump.
she says I can have. Dude, Forrest Gump's the best. Okay, so if you listen to this far, which I hope you have, I hope you had fun.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. I can't believe we did our first podcast. This was so fun, man. We
I
had
had a
to-
blast.
So if you're watching this, there should be maybe 2 areas where it kind of the camera cuts off. I'm recording this off the camera and just letting it run, and I'm just gonna upload these suckers. So that's the camera only records for 29 minutes, and then it cuts off anyways.
29:59.
29:59. So in the comments below, what name your favorite man's bros
man.
bro, like the guy on the island or women. No, this is a man's bracket first of all. We'll do a women's later, you know. But this is your should I not have said that?
No, it's good.
No, Brie Larson's gonna come find me now. Anyways, well, I'll do a female
Captain
bracket.
Marvel.
But this one is your bro's bro, your man's man, the guy that you think of that is just baller status. Who's your favorite one? Rank your favorite Indiana Jones movie. What's the worst one? Or just do, I don't know, however you want to write it.
1 through 4.
1 through 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Best to worst.
What's your favorite Jack Black movie? Dude, do
not watch Saving Silverman.
Do not watch
We do
that
not
movie.
condone that.
I'll tell you my favorite part of that movie after this is over, because I don't want to say it.
What about Mary Poppins? Did you see Mary Poppins?
No, I haven't seen
Mary
any.
Poppins Returns.
I haven't seen any of them. I haven't seen the original either.
What? It's Julie
Yeah.
Andrews, bro. You ever seen The Sound of Music?
No.
What?
No, I haven't seen it.
The Sound of Music?
I haven't seen it.
Dude, it's a classic. It's like cinematic history.
Is it just like a musical?
Yeah.
Musicals are lame. I
Yeah,
can
but-
barely watch Beauty and the Beast or whatever.
Yeah, but this is different than the Disney movie. It's historic World War II.
Was she singing away the wars?
Yeah, the hills are alive with the sound of music.
Is it is it like
it's
super progressive?
It's
Like,
so pretty too. Like
Really?
the imagery of it. It's shot in Switzerland or something. Dude, it's so pretty.
I just
or
think about
Austria or something.
the wide scene of the
It's
guy
beautiful.
going into the lava pit in Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
like
that was cheesy.
How powerful
Right.
that was.
That was really cheesy.
Was that guy praying in tongues as he
No.
was being lowered into
No.
the lava? Remember as he's being lowered?
No, don't try to spiritualize this.
What
'cause
was
you're
he
not gonna
saying?
win.
It was.
No, he wasn't. He was praying in his native tongue. What is praying in tongues?
That's turn to 2 Corinthians.
Or 1 Corinthians.
Oh, is it 1 Corinthians? That's the same thing, right? Oh, glad you're my pastor. Oh my God. Maybe I will cut that. That's terrible. I don't know the Bible.
Hey, Josh's phone number is.
Oh my God. Oh, that's for off the screen.
Show me. Okay,
Oh, I think we're closing it.
we're done.
This is so awesome. I'm so pumped up.
We'll see you again when he buys me tacos.
Are you gonna come on again?
Yeah, I'm gonna come on again.
This is I
Right?
just got super excited. Yeah.
The shot's not even centered, Josh.
Oh my God. I don't care.
Who does this?
I don't care.
Who works like this?
You know what? Maybe I'm gonna get fired as a videographer
Josh,
now.
this does not bode well.
It's for audio. I really don't care about the picture.
It's video
I do
too.
care.
Look
I care
at
about
that.
you guys.
Look at what I just did. I just created a beautiful symmetry.
All I care about is listening.
It's symmetrical. It has to be. You
I
don't
kn-
see that?
Well, it was, but you leaned over, right? Look at my hair. It's not like this
Yeah,
is
your
this
hair's
for
killing the
audio.
shot.
This is mainly for audio.
I think we should end this.
Yeah, I've been trying to end this forever, but you keep
It's not a
bringing back
touchscreen.
up.
It's not a touchscreen.
It's not. Do I
Laptop.
have anything else? I don't. My notes are
Why
terrible.
is your voice shake voice just now? Do I have anything else?
I don't know because I'm excited. Like I'm gonna.
should end it
I don't
right
wanna,
here.
I don't want to ramble. Okay, boom. Is that it? Okay, that's
That's it. Yeah!
All right, we
Cut
did
it, brother. Cut it.